Hey folks, Mr. MegaManFan here. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You know all the things to do. Today is Castlemania Games Day. One thing that I ordered very recently and one thing that I pre-ordered a while back both arrived on the same day. The more recent one is the one I'm opening right now. That is Pocky and Rocky Reshrined. Now, unfortunately, the original Super Nintendo games, Pocky and Rocky 2, and the Game Boy Advance sequel, Pocky, Rocky, and Becky, they all go for exorbitant prices. But this PlayStation 4 modern reimagining of Pocky and Rocky is only $29.99. So, if you've never played Pocky and Rocky except in emulation, this might be a good pickup for you if you have either a PS4 or a PS5, because it'll work on either one. So, something to consider for you retro gaming enthusiasts out there. And since I was already ordering a couple of things from Evercade anyway from Castlemania, I thought I would go ahead and combine. The one I pre-ordered was this Valis collection. Now here's the funny thing about this. I've owned Valis 3 for a very long time. In fact, I keep dates on when I add things to my collection. I bought Valis 3 at a con way back in 2005, but I've never had either Valis or Sid of Valis. I've only had Valis 3, so instead of just buying the two that I didn't have individually, I thought, why not just buy the complete inbox collector's edition with the slip covers and all of the extras. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox it here as Tango stretches out and makes his presence known on the couch. He is known to do that from time to time, and I'm sure he appreciates your kind words. Ryan in particular, I know you're a big fan of Tango, so you can always say hi to him anytime you like. And we have an acrylic stand here, which was part of the pre-order bonus. Maybe not as much swag as the Castlevania Requiem edition, but you know what? There are more actual games in here. There are 3 Sega Genesis games that work on original hardware, whereas the other one was just Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. It was 2 games for $175 versus 3 games for about $100, and 2 games on a current gen system versus 3 games in physical editions that all work on a retro system that all have original style Genesis clamshells with slipcovers over each one and a nice slipcover box to put them all into. I mean, I gotta give them both credit for presentation, but I think there just might be a little more value in this physical Valis set without all of the extra unnecessary things like the replica sword shield, the poster, the soundtrack. I'm not saying a Valis soundtrack wouldn't have been nice, but how would you even pick which songs you would want out of 3 games? It might just be too much to do, so they didn't, and I don't mind that. I shouldn't say there's no swag though, because each one of these does come with some collector cards and some certificates of authenticity and these clear acrylic color cartridges that are very, very nice looking, and they will work in original hardware as stated. But what's weird to me about this Valis collection is that each one of these certificates of authenticity has a different number on it. You would think since I ordered the full set, they would have all had the same number on the certificate of authenticity. So maybe they were only assembling these into boxes when people bought the collector's edition. Maybe they just printed 3,500 of each one and then only put them in the boxes when people had orders, which is why the mismatches occur. I don't know that I really need to have the same number on each one, but it's also just weird. Like, for example, this one is 2511, whereas the last one was 3330. So I'm going to know they were all part of the same set, but somebody who later on down the line might buy this from me when I pass away might be like, why do these numbers not match up? Well, hopefully YouTube still exists then and they can watch the video and figure out that I opened these all at the same time and they are part of the same set even though the numbers are not aligned. And this one might be the weirdest in the numbering out of all of them because it's got an incredibly low number compared to the other two. So maybe not many people were buying this game individually. I don't know what accounts for that, but you see the number right here, 242 out of 3,500. So was Sid of Valis really that much of a dud, or did everybody just already have Sid of Valis so they didn't bother with buying it as part of a collector's edition? I don't know what the reasoning is here, but I do think this is a very nice display piece because it feels very much like a VHS box tape set where you'd get 2 or 3 movies inside of a slipcase, and I appreciate the retro aesthetic of that. So, this is a very nice product. Castlemania and Retrobit Publishing did a good job with creating a physical collector's edition for some Genesis games that aren't the easiest to find and can at times command premium pricing. Tango. Tango. Tango.